Class 5, we are starting with your this poem of yours of Oxford New Pathways, MCB, Block City. Block City, blocks, small blocks, जैसे बच्चे कई घर बनाते हैं, कहीं कुछ बनाते हैं, पुल बनाते हैं, तो बिल्डिंग्स बनाते हैं, तो ये उसी के बारे में है। और इट इज़ रिटन बाय रॉबर्ट लुई स्टीवेंसन। Robert Louis Louis Stevenson Stevenson. He has written many books for children and poems also. He is a Scottish writer, and Scotland is a part of England, of United Kingdom. So he was Scottish, and he wrote many novels, famous of which are Treasure Island and some other. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is also written by him, on which movies were also made. So here he talks about a little child who is so busy building homes and docks and temples and palaces with the help of his blocks. He is living in an imaginary world and he is not bothered about the outside world. Perhaps other children want to go out and play in the rain, but this child is busy in his indoor game. So let's see what he says. What are you able to build with your blocks? Castles and palaces, temples and docks. Rain may keep raining and others go roam, but I can be happy and building at home. So this child perhaps is going to become a builder, an architect in the future, because he says आप अपने ब्लॉक से क्या बना सकते हैं? कैसल्स, किले, पैलेसेस, महल, टेम्पल्स, मंदिर, डॉक्स होते हैं जो समंदर के किनारे, जो डॉक्स होते हैं पत्थरों के बने हुए बड़े बड़े, उसमें चेन्स लगी रहती हैं और जब शिप आते हैं समंदर से तो उनको वहाँ पे बांध दिया जाता है, देयर डॉग्स। तो इसे सी बाहर बारिश होती रहे, जाके बच्चे घूमें, रोम माने घूमना, लेकिन मैं तो अपने घर में अपना घर बनाने में ही बहुत खुश हूँ। अब वो अपनी फ्रेंड भी है कोई उसका या है, तो उससे वो बोलता है लेट द सोफ़ा बी माउंटेन्स, द कार्पेट द बी सी, there I'll establish a city for me, a kirk and a mill and a palace beside, and a harbour as well where my vessels may ride. So perhaps he is addressing the listeners, the audience or the readers, and he says that this sofa, ये पहाड़ मान लो, और ये carpet is the sea, वहाँ पर मैं अपने लिए establish करूँगा एक पूरा शहर. A kirk, what is a kirk? A kirk is a church, right? So he says, I'll also make a church and a mill and a palace and a harbor. Harbor is also a dock, a dockyard. So where the ships are anchored, as where my vessels may ride. जहाँ पर vessels होती हैं ships, जो वहाँ चलेंगी और रुकेंगी आके. So this is the dream of the child, to make a beautiful city out of his blocks, just blocks which are made up of, say, plastic, and children are very happy making things with them. Great is the palace with pillar and wall. Now he talks about the palace which is going to build with it. There will be pillars, खंबे होंगे, and wall यानी दीवारें, a sort of tower on top of it all. और सबसे ऊपर एक टावर होता है, मीनार, वो भी होगी, and steps coming down in an orderly way. He says I'll make beautiful, lovely, orderly steps, जो बिल्कुल सही बढ़िया बनी हुई होंगी, to where my toy vessels lie safe in the bay. और उस पैलेस के नीचे क्या होगा? बे यानी द सी शोर, तो वहाँ पे इनकी जो टॉय वेसल्स भी हैं इसके पास, छोटे छोटे शिप्स के खिलौने नुमा हैं, तो वहाँ पर वो उनको रखेंगे. अपने स्टेप्स जो आएंगे नीचे पैलेस के, वहाँ उसके पास समंदर के किनारे वो अपने शिप्स को रखना चाहता है. दिस वन इज़ सेलिंग एंड दैट वन इज़ मूर्ड. एक जो है वो तो सेल कर रहा है, मूर्ड मीन्स अटैच और टाइड up to a fixed object or land with a rope, etc. So he says that one ship will be sailing and one will be attached to the dock. Hark to the song of the sailors on board. And he says, hark, listen to the songs of the sailors which are on board, means which are on the ship. When someone is on the ship, we say he is on board. So he is also imagining that there are sailors in his ships which are singing songs, and see on the steps of my palace the kings coming and going with presents and things. And he says that look at my palace, there are kings which are coming and going with lots of gifts and other things. So this is a poem by Robert Louis Stevenson. So please do the exercises, and this finishes your poem.